Good afternoon, or perhaps good evening if you're watching from Europe. We are back with Optic Gaming versus Virtus.Pro. Very warm welcome to you from Santa Monica here, the ECS studio. Map number 2 coming up. Snow globes at the ready. Dan, you said VP could perform today. We're not looking too good so far.
I was just wrong. You gotta know when.
It takes a big man to admit that, and I respect it.
Yeah, you gotta know when you're beat.
You got to know. Well, at least you do. It's Train, though. Like I said, coming into this one, I feel like Train, surely a classic VP map. Maybe they can do a little bit more damage in 4 rounds, right?
I would love to see more from Snatchy.
Yeah. I
think that if you win 4 rounds, you're not going to have good stats, right? Sure. Most of the time. So fair enough. But I want to see him perform. Like for me, it's all eyes on him. He's fun to watch, and this is not a bad map for a sniper like him. But Optic they were far more ready with the AKs. I think that they're just more dangerous individuals at this point overall, which is something you were raising a question to. Like, can anyone match config? And didn't seem so.
I don't think so. I feel like they're on tier 1 form right now. Virtus.Pro are on like, what would you say? Like
not tier 1.
Just not tier. Okay, let's leave it at that. Not tier 1. If you want to get involved in the conversation with us on social media and stuff, you can have a look down here. You can actually join in on the website, on the Twitters, on the YouTubes, all the big ones. Dan, tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, you can do all that stuff.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you so much, bro. That's amazing.
Excellent stuff.
There's hashtags. There's prizes. James, this is your bit. You love doing this one, don't you?
Yeah, you can link your YouTube account to your FACEIT account, and then you can be eligible for the drops. Eligible for drops on FACEIT points for the FACEIT website. So you see our lovely girl Freya, who does the voiceovers. Before she was a FACEIT person, she won 50,000 points. So that could be you.
That could be you. That's a good point.
Do we still have the soundboard? Is that still in operation?
No, not right now.
Okay,
not right now. Game is going live, boys.
Yet.
So we're going to jump in with the action. So let's do that. Say goodbye from us in the studio. And hello to what could be another brutal performance here from Optic Gaming. On the CT side, Dan, that does not bode well.
Nico's ecoing for AWP.
Is he actually?
He's ecoing for AWP, yeah. It's Bardol strat.
It's the Bardol. Well, that's what he calls it, I think.
Oh. Well, there's Pasha taken out. Let's see if this pays off for Nico. He's on the high ground towards the B bomb site. And they can't really peek any time, so he's got to lurk and hope that his teammates can do something at this point, and that's not really happening either. 4 on 4. The bomb hasn't been planted just yet. Now it has. Very unorthodox plant from the T side. I wonder if it's something they prepared. Headshot angle for Mr. Morales, but he's dead now. Absolute carnage all over the place. Nachi's got 3 to 5. Not sure if he has an angle to stop the bomb from being defused, actually.
No.
But there's no kit either, so it's a long one. Trying to make his way. That's a sneaky one from him. Running out of bullets, though. Running out of time. Opportunity. Running out of life.
I mean, it's cool to plant there just because they had Nico just sitting in the upper position. There's like nowhere they can plant anywhere else, and except I guess, the more open spot on the other side, but still.
But they did get the plant down.
Yes.
So not all is lost. It's not a complete nightmare. The Bardol strat, are you sure that happens? He hasn't got significantly more money than everyone else.
He didn't buy anything.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, he's had 4,300, the same as everyone.
No, he didn't buy anything.
Oh, fair play. That's, let's see if it works out for him. If it's the Bardol strat, where's the AWP? Why is the MP5?
Has he messed it up?
Yeah, has he not done it correctly?
Well, I don't think he had the money for it.
How does it work normally? If you successfully pull off the Bardol strat, what
Just
happens?
don't buy anything until you get the money for an AWP.
Okay, fair enough. That's literally it. There's nothing deeper
But normally I'll get a knife and then I'm good to go.
Oh, okay, of course.
Missing an important part.
Yeah, okay, so you need the knife. Right. Okay, well, remember, it's the AK's 3rd round, so sort of preparing for it. Optic. They've got 2 rifles here, an auto shotgun. I find a little bit interesting in this particular round, considering the AKs are coming out. But 2 SMGs, pretty standard stuff, and it will be the full eco here from VP. Objective, just to get that bomb down, try and boost their chances going forward, but I don't think they'll get very close without any sort of utility. I'll take some sort of crazy fake here for Virtus.Pro to even get close to the bomb site. It's the bomb on the back of Snatchy, and Neo to potentially fake towards inside, but I don't think this will do much. Snappy doesn't find the insta-kill, but does do significant damage.
What slot is the MP7 in? Is it the
MP7
MP5?
And the MP5, yes.
They're in the same slot.
Yep.
So is it the same money then? 1,700?
Same money. Pretty much same stats, apart from the silencer, and it does slightly less damage at range.
It's worse. I know this is worse. So I'm just thinking, like, why you would... I mean, maybe they just enabled it to mess around with it. Always fun, and they just forgot.
It's pretty much the same spray pattern as well. It's weird. Like, some guns just have a feeling that you can't really quantify. I don't know what I can really say about that, but it's the silencer has got an advantage to it. Like, you can't see the traces through smokes in the MP5, for example.
Yeah, but...
So that's something, and it's... Obviously, you can be a little sneakier with it.
You into astrology as well, Henry?
Into astrology, no.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh no, you're just saying it's some things where it's a feeling.
Okay.
You know, you can't quantify.
Yeah, sure.
Very, go through a Pisces in particular.
I agree with that. I think the MP7 is a better weapon, objectively. But I can understand why people use it. It's new, it's exciting, you can try some new stuff out, whatever. Get the shots, that's Yugi. As he'll fall back, he's got a pretty massive advantage considering. Oh my god, has that just happened?
Fish bash
smoke.
Config, of course.
Yep.
Get in there.
Oh, hello.
Get in wall bang.
And he knows that the other guy's going to hit that as well. Snatchy. Probably not expecting it to be the auto shotgun because that is a dangerous push, but he manages to come out on top. This is a violent game of train so far. Advantage Optic Gaming in round number 3. These AKs aren't getting as far as Virtus.Pro might have liked just yet. One smoke and a bunch of flashes on Virtus.Pro.
Does Mirage look a little bit like Def?
No.
No.
They're both white, that's about it.
That is true. Can't argue with it. 4 on 3, but Pasha and Snatchy are so low. There's not really much they can do here. They've got, what, a smoke, a flash, and somehow they've got to get down towards lower. Be brave, boys, but that's not really worked out for them at all. That's the bomb down, and Pasha doesn't look too happy about it.
Well, there's a radio. You can listen to that.
There's actually music. I didn't even know there was music there.
He's enjoying it.
Oh.
Clearly you don't spend time in the cafeteria, Henry.
I don't. There used to be, in Sorcerer, there used to be a vending machine. You only dispense drinks on train.
Yeah, that's
so
nice.
that was
Were they
cool.
green?
They were green, yeah.
I remember that.
They removed that feature.
I mostly played gun game and Swords.
Gun game?
I ran a gun game server.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Was it successful?
It was the best. It was the best gun game server.
Best in the business?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Based where?
Fantastic. I had a friend who his dad let him have some servers, so he just ran. So he was like renting servers and stuff. So he gave me a gun game server for free.
That's nice.
So I think it was based in London.
James, how do you know it was the best gun game server? Did you push out all the other competition? Because you like appear at their doors.
You know me. If I'm running something, it's the best.
It's the best.
You know
of the
that.
best.
It was mostly orange maps. If someone was camping somewhere, I would slap them to the ceiling, they go down to 2 HP and then fall and crater. And people would think they were cheating. Be like, that's cheating.
You don't sound like the best server admin if you're doing that.
I am. If someone's camping on a gun game server, you've got to slap them to the ceiling and let them die, because they're just wasting everyone's time.
Yeah. What was the name of the server?
Is it Bardolph Gun Game?
I don't know what it was called.
How is it not Bardolph Gun Game? You could have lied, James. Would have believed you.
I don't think the Bardolph name was a brand back then. It wouldn't have been that successful.
No, I had a period of time where my nickname was Megatron.
Megatron.
And Captain Toaster as well.
Toaster.
I had my friend made me an avatar. I like chrome toasters.
Oh,
my name was Toaster, and I had to upgrade to Captain Toaster, Henry. Can't just be a normal toaster.
That's true. Fair enough. Well, Virtus.Pro have actually pretty much invested everything they've got here, given it a go. 3-0 down. The AK's out. And so are the pistols. It's Pasha with the AK for the last round, remember. He saved that weapon. So he didn't get any money, so they forced up around it. 3-0 down. Optic on the CT side. There are no slouches on train either. As you can see, Yugi on the AWP. He played like a beast on Mirage. And I should probably mute my watch and stop doing that. Apologies.
Oh, the every Casio every hour.
Yep.
Pasha looking all the usual places where a CT might be hiding. You can see Zipex in some of those angles, but it is the Optic team, and Snappy will rip some heads, and so will Nico. So far, so good on this anti-eco round for Optic Gaming. One player lost, won't be the worst thing in the world. And it will just be the one player. I don't know if that was an AK that was dropped. Let's see if someone tries to rescue something.
It's a shame they couldn't get a bomb plant in that situation somehow. Obviously, that's what you're looking for. If they had gotten the bomb plant, they could have bought this round. But without the bomb plants, no buy for you, sir.
Yeah.
No buy, Reno.
There's nothing. There's going to be 5-0 here unless someone goes into some sort of maniacal states with the Desert Eagle. See?
We saw a lot of it yesterday.
We did.
Who had the sickest Eagle round yesterday? There was a few crazy. The Twist has some pretty nice stuff.
He is always a god with the Deagle.
Yeah.
He is CS God 2.0.
Taco as well. I think very good Deagle round.
It's nice to see the Deagle's back. Like 2016, it was like not really a thing. No one really used it that much.
Yeah, no one knew how to
Now it's really in fashion. Everyone's loving it again.
Config using the smoke to his advantage to thin these numbers out, and they're all gone. So on my Steam profile,
go on.
I want to say that my Captain Toaster avatar is on there. My old team, my little clan logo is on there.
All right.
Which I made in Photoshop, which is basically a font with 2 letters.
So how could you have a clan if you only played gun game?
That was Source.
Yeah. Oh, he's talking about CSGO, the other team, right?
Yeah,
okay, sorry.
no, 1.6. 1.6.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you played 1.6, so there we go.
Yeah, man.
That all makes sense now.
Both these teams on the bye for this round. Ooh, little gap between the pipes. I wonder if he'll go for wallbang later through to the pop dog position. 3 players towards Ivy will be entertained by that smoke. That doesn't leave the other 2 players with much to do. Don't really have the numbers to take liberties around the map. Will it be a guess shot? That would be interesting.
Smoke to create some space. Also to create some rotation in the CTs. You can see that happening on the mini-map. The enormous mini-map. Now shows all the nades, which is very nice. Very legible, or very easy to see the numbers as well.
The Molotov on the minimap looks like an STI.
Does it? Do you know what those look like?
I've seen pictures on Google.
Haven't we all? Anyway, this is a classic VP strat. They used to do this back in their heyday. Get towards those backtracks. One of the few teams that actually ran this. It was surprising. This was such a prevalent Source strat. But let's see if they can get past. UD spots 1. Wings him. That's Mihu another 17. But he's going to find multiple kills. Apparently not. Well played, Mihu. He'll actually get the door open for a couple of frags. 4 versus 3 now, but KGB is such a prime position. Does he shut this one down? He find the bomb, but looks like he's out of position completely. Snappy needs to pull something wonderful out of the hat here. Pash is low, and he has got a chance here considering his position coming from CT steps. It's one of the most notoriously difficult bomb sites to retake in the entire game. Let's see if he can do it.
It's going to be a tough one for him.
Yeah.
He's got a kit though. But maybe he wants to conserve his 0 deaths.
I think
what's the priority, Snappy?
That's a good idea. You know, like just try and take some of them down with the bomb blast. I don't think he's trying to win this.
Yeah, I don't know what the money's like on the CT side, but
obviously
there's a priority to take weapons away from the Ts, and there's an AWP, so he might get greedy for that.
Yeah, look at that cash money, man.
The bomb blast might send it to hell though, so he's got to be careful. And maybe the Ts wants it as well. It's a risk.
He'll get it.
But he'll get it, yeah. He'll make it over there and out of there.
So there we go. If he'd removed that off completely and denied them from having it, that would have been great. It's not quite going to happen there. Mihu, though, like I said, that's a classic VP strat. Been running that for years now, and it's always very effective. You can push Ivy in that manner with 3 players and get towards backtracks with the smokes, and you can obviously split towards inside. You can shoot people in the back if they don't know you're there, and there will be another gun round here, but VP might be facing reset potential. Won't be too devastating considering on the T side of 3 weapons are saved, including the AWP, but we'll see if they can convert it first before we get too worried about that. Not going to be able to break off this round, even if they win it. There was 10k, maybe even 11 for 2 of the players. So they got another buy in the bag at least. As Config plays up close by the E-box. Not going to be sabotaged by the smokes whatsoever.
Some mid positions on the B-bomb side there between Nico and Snappy. It's really nice to see because you can allow the Ts down, but you won't die. So you just don't concede further position on their own yard if they go there. But looks like the action will be mostly towards Ali here at the beginning of the round as Snatchy picks off a Yugi, and there's still an issue for for VP because Config is playing Pop Dog, and if they want to try to split into the A site, they have so many options here with Pasha in the backlines. They can use them as a lurk, they can use them as one of the players to split onto the site, but it looks like they will go for that B play, and Pasha coming in from CT spawn should surely be an overwhelming advantage here.
These kind of plays from Pasha are one of the key things he brings to his team, which many players don't. Some jiggling from Nico, and now he's dead. Nice pre-fire from Pasha. A very forward smoke as well. And he expects the CTs to respect it, so he will rotate elsewhere and be a second man. Give Virtus.Pro 6 men instead of 5 with that smoke grenade.
Oh, more damage to be done. Pasha is just looking a bit savage in this round, isn't he? He's just lurking his heart out. Oh my god, he's going to get so close. I've got no idea, surely not. I don't believe it. How is Pasha able to just completely just be so covert there?
Because he's Pasha.
Exactly. They're turning up now. Clean sweep on a gun round. Snatchy opens things up. Yugi offers himself towards Ivy, and there's Pasha. You're absolutely right. Completely shuts it down. Very sneaky. And it will be 2 rounds on the board for BP. They've got 1 more buy to break down of Optic before they're up against the Eco. If they can do this, there might be a chance here on Train.
2 to 5. I think that was a perfect example of what Pasha adds to his team. That's a really nice pop flash. Not the normal lineup you see, but looks more consistent than the ones we see from other people. So this one to look at home. Excuse me. 2 players on the B bomb site. Config near the pop. These grenades continuing to do good damage, maiming the players to be finished off later.
That's a favorite word of yours, James. I appreciate it. I want you to know that.
Maiming is good.
You should upgrade to Visceration. Also, similar words.
I think it's. I mean, he did 36 damage. I don't think Evisceration is apt.
That's fair. Right, well, we'll see what VP can do now. There's a minute left. They've got a big presence towards Ali. It's a nice connection onto Cajun with that grenade. And speaking of grenades, it's starting to run low here for VP. And 3 smokes, though, one of which will now be deployed to get themselves in towards that A bomb site. Looking for that A split, bomb needing to be collected by Snatchy, perhaps. He's got the AWP, so perhaps he's not a prime suspect for that. Indeed, it will be Morels coming in from the halls to reinforce this push. And they are leaving Popdog mostly up for grabs here by Optic Gaming. They just have Config sitting in there. Could be a problem. Nice start from Yugi. Crossfire here. Looking really nice right now, the setup from Optic on the defense. They are indeed maiming their opposition.
Neo 1 versus 3. Nico creeping through the smoke. You must have heard him surely. Neo looking to the right. Nico coming from the left. And that is a stabilizing round for Optic Gaming.
Yep.
Or is it? Virtus.Pro can still buy. 2 plays taken out. More would have been awesome, but they can keep up the pressure for sure. Yeah,
absolutely. Both teams will be comfortably buying into this round, no problem at all. But Cajun and Config now have AK-47s. That only makes them more dangerous as the round continues. They can take more aggressive peeks, they can challenge for the one-taps and not have to be let down by the dink of the M4. Side potential here, though, as Nico will be flashed off. Will push back from the lower ramp. There's a decent smoke just to hold VP at bay. They won't going to do anything super quick here. No one towards the upper platform. As you can see, it's Snappy who's coming in towards the bomb train to back them up. This looks like an inside execution. You can see all 5 players now for VP getting ready. They presumably focus the AWP on the lower ramp, a couple towards upper, and Nico and Snappy have to work in tandem here to shut them down.
Great position from Nico. The up angle always strong. The incendiary will further seal the deal. That's a beautiful adjustment up high, and he's done a massive work considering the position his team are in. He's made it doable, and Config steps in, bringing the big firepower. 2 more players to go in the 2v2. Yugi in for support with the AWP. This could not look too much worse, surely, but somehow Snatchy takes down Config. And with that frag, and Yugi so far away, big favorites now, VP.
Yeah, that's Optic out of the round. Actually, very well done by Snatchy. This is an AWP-centric map. He's actually turned up there in a couple of the big rounds, 6 kills to his name. Morale's still 0-7, but he survives this one, so that'll be fine. Yugi will just take the AWP away. You can see they're going to get $1,400 into the next. They will probably force around this AWP, I would say, considering they've got 3 players down on the VP side. They're going to try and sabotage their finances as well. They could just take a partial as well. They're 6-3 quite early on in the round. I would suggest they just force it, considering Yugi could drop maybe UMP, but he'd probably want to keep his money strong. We'll see what they decide to do. Nico, great start, good incendiary, as you pointed out, Dan, but that got extinguished quite quickly, and the frags came in thick and fast. This one secured the deal, as it was Snatchy to take down the ensuing player, and indeed the force buy comes through. So 4 SMGs, that 1 AWP, it's not too bad, all things considered. You might want to go for an aggressive push towards the main entrance, perhaps, with some utility. We'll see what they want to do. It's going to be Snappy heading towards Popdog. Let's see if we can get it done.
UMPs looking to play close. Nico fortunate to escape that situation. Half his health as well, could have been worse in a number of ways. And there's more aggression now. The grenades have come and gone. The smoke is starting to disappear. Standing his ground, maybe seen through the radar, but now he's gone, he's dead. Gets nothing out of that, no mileage whatsoever. Now what does Snappy choose to do in the Popdog? Does he gamble and go for a rotation? Virtus.Pro trying to suggest they're committing to the B bomb site, but they're not committing to anything just yet.
I guess the smoke spam with the MP5 is kind of cool. There's not really any silence weapons that are effective. I mean, it was just the M4A1S, but it's pretty. That doesn't feel good to spray that through a smoke. So limited on bullets and very low fire rate. Definitely something that could be useful. 45 seconds to go, and Virtus.Pro, whatever they do, they're not going to leave themselves with any room for error at this point. And they will be spotted the entirety of the push. KGB will surely see this. Oh, okay, that's massive. There goes a flashbang. 25 seconds to go.
How many did he see? How many will he hear? Might have to call for the rotation. We've got Mirage. He's making his way through the B bomb site, but to what end? He is miles away. 15 seconds for this bomb to get planted. They go back trains. They don't have control of Pop Dog, but the other CT is they have to go back trains. They won't. Just body blocking. And that would have been a round surely if Yugi had the angle. 1 versus 3 now. The flag still continuing towards Old Bomb. So he may get shot in the back. Can't really take that angle down the channel anymore. Cool. Quick flick from him. Not going to hit the mark. And that will be round 4 for Virtus.Pro. Big damage to the economy of the CTs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Virtus.Pro up and about now. They have a fighting chance here on train. That's 1 guaranteed round on the board. It's going to be 6-5 presumably. They can't really justify much more than a couple of HE grenades, something like that on the Optic side. Maybe not even that. They're all hovering around $2,000. Yugi with a bit more. Obviously the Orpa doesn't want to spend anything here. Wants to guarantee that sniper. Is influential to Optic's success here. But Virtus.Pro shouldn't be giving up more than 1 kill here at the very most. Good shot from Snatchy. No problem whatsoever for him. They don't have to commit to this, but Mihu wants to get in there. And another kill for Snatchy. Looking a lot better now here on train.
Nice. Easy cleanup. That might be the most flawless round VP have played in the last 2 games.
I thought you were about to say the last 2 years. Right, Dan, calm down.
VP are back.
Oh, there we go. Optic now with the money once again. No defuse kit, just a note. Whether that'll be influential is yet to be seen. But time will tell. M4's available. AWP for Yugi once again. They have got the 5 smokes, not a single incendiary though. Influential on a map like Train. Great positions to flush these T's out. Snatchy will take a bullet to the chest. Through the wall though, as they go down to 23 HP. And Mihu looking for any CT aggression here towards Ivy. That looks like he's prepared for any sort of sequence as he pre-fires towards the server. Smoke down, and KGB needs to be careful here. Shooting every single angle, but no damage inflicted just yet.
Nico alone in the B bomb site, as he often is. 3 Ts around the Pop Dog for the T side, as we can see, heading towards B now. Will they give audio cues away and establish public control of the area? Upper B. Molotov there will be the beginning of that, and maybe that will keep a second player towards the B bomb site in the short term. Pasha showing some presence towards Ivy, where there are 2 smokes down now, counter smoke from the CTs perhaps. So which first choke point will be breached by these Ts? Config escapes being traded, looking towards main just in case another player is there, but no one is in position to do anything about that frag of his. Mihu taking damage elsewhere. Mihu, Snatchy and Neo all heavily tagged. Big problems here for Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, such a big kill from Config. The fact that he gets away, positions it in a really strong spot behind E-Box, just shuts it down so hard. Even has a smoke still, which he hasn't deployed yet. 20 seconds to go, and Virtus.Pro are absolutely desperate here. Pasha could create quite a distraction, keep players away from the B-bomb site, but the push is simultaneous, so they've seen it coming into that B site. Snatchy able to open up onto Nico, might give them just some smidge of a chance here. Snappy darting by the coal, by the oil train. Whatever you want to call it, is a problem though, as you will soon find out.
Well, Neo left in the 2 versus 1. I don't think he's got much of a chance here. Even if he gets that kill, the bomb probably going to be defused before he has a chance to do anything about it. They'll collect the AWP. You can see him dropping one there for Snappy. Probably going to try and recover a secondary one as well. See if that's available. Good communication there. Config will find the secondary orb. Double orbs now on the CT side. Very powerful and viable option. And they've definitely got the team to make this work. Trust me. Cajun B at one point was considered a main AWPer, a world-class one back in the TSM days. And we'll see if he can roll back the years. It might even be him, to be honest. It's Yugi and Snappy. I was about to say, like, he doesn't seem to do it as often these days. He does occasionally on some of the maps, but Snappy seems the secondary AWPer of this squad, especially on train.
I like the off angles Optic hold later into the rounds. And you can see they're well coordinated as well. Like the Ivy player, not actually watching Ivy, but the players in A, not exposed to somebody creeping up Ivy at the same time. Maybe giving a false sense of security to Virtus.Pro. Worked out well on Mirage as well. Saw an example on short B. And now we've seen some towards Ivy. An elbow spotted by Pasha. Falling back just in case there are 2 players there. There often can be, but on Config will get taken out by Snatchy. Looking for another one by the stop sign. We'll spot him, but he's still alive. It's KGB by E-Box now with the UMP. Nice burst from him. 3 versus 4. And it's a guessing game. He's going to maneuver in the right place next here on the A site.
such an issue, isn't it, for VP? They're trapped in hell. They're just in this tiny segment, this tiny portion of the A-bomb site, and the front is covered, the back is covered. Pasha will try to make his way out, and he's got a passage out of there. It would seem, or maybe not, getting tagged down, dinked by the UMP at range. And you can see the superior positioning of Optic now. It's going to be an absolute brawl here if VP are to get out of this position, but it looks like they won't be able to. Snatchy in a 1 versus 4 and too many spots to worry about, and that'll be another round going the way of Optic. But at least VP are making this much more competitive.
Well, 5 rounds is technically enough. I say that with bated breath. I'm not sure in this particular matchup it will be. But if they can get one more, they'll think this is at least a decent half for themselves. But Snappy and Yugi go into town here with the double AWPs. It is arguably the most powerful setup you can have on the CD side of Train. And we go into the penultimate rounds here. 4 AKs and just a Deagle for Snatchy, no AWP available for him. To be fair, a player of his caliber, I'm sure he's very well versed with the Desert Eagle. He'll be fine with that. Just firing out the windows in case they want to execute. They do have plenty of grenades to do so. As we get into this one, they're lining up the utility right now. Mihu looking for any sort of CT aggression, which is very probable with Optic on the other side of the server. But at this stage, not necessarily a default. They're not going for map control. They're just making sure there's no CT aggression. And then we'll go into an execution towards outside, but looks of things.
Three CTs around A.
They throw that Molotov first just to make sure no one flies up the ladder as they're about to go.
Probably a longer rotation from the other players, but Optic are ruining the timing of Virtus.Pro as their wall of smokes into the A site is deployed. And now I think there is a smoke where that Molotov was? Indeed. So they have been completely thwarted. The utility has been wasted.
Yeah, you're so right. And this is really awkward now. With that smoke down, Config has full control.
But there's still time for them to frag out here. 40 seconds, but it's going to be shock and awe. And that is just a disaster right there, isn't it? Config with 2 in the pop dog and 4 versus 2. Surely this cannot be done for Virtus.Pro.
He made them look foolish there. He dropped the incendiary on top of their Molotov. There's still a fighting chance there, maybe not so much anymore. The double orbs just seem too powerful. Mihu will be in a 3 versus 1 with 20 seconds remaining. He has got the bomb at least. He probably gets his first kill. Not quite. Nico will take him down. And I have to say, Config absolutely schooled him there. The fact he had pop dog control for so long. Like I said, they wanted to drop those smokes. They threw a Molotov beneath just to stop because of sound cues for a grenade right. They were hoping that Molotov would stop any CTs pushing up, but in fact it just told Config, oh, you got 2 people above there, have you? Or just drop an incendiary, then a smoke. He keeps him at bay for 20 seconds. They come down and he's ready for it. Gets the double kill, and we get to round number 15 with just a scout and 1 AK and pistols. Really not looking good for VP, but sometimes these are the rounds that always seem to work. Grenades, not so much.
Yeah, you really want to see those double Molotovs, don't you? That I think got B-Mates particularly popular.
Yes.
Towards the pop dog. It's just like such a sure thing, or it creates this position where at least Config has to fall back initially, and that gives you the timing to at least get down there. And that's the thing, these top teams, it's so incredible the difference of damage that can be made. Like when you see, let's say, Elise from Team Liquid playing pop dog as well. It's insane how well he can play that position. You need to respect it. As Optic, well, looks like VP have earned a little bit of respect, but not too much here. They're looking quite convincing, Optic, in this matchup so far. And it's like it's just a regular day at the office. No one's straining too hard.
Snappy wants to go for this. Brave. It works out for him, though. Converts the kill, but 3 versus 2. Bomb will be planted. There is a chance of the open plan here, but Neo only on the Deagle. And Yugi will be better off just waiting for his teammates to join him. They're still playing CT spawn. Alley-oop comes through. Config will take down the Lex player. And now just Neo with the aforementioned pistol. Dropped as well. Double digits for Optic. So yes, better situation for VP, but it still doesn't make me feel like they're going to win this game. They're going to have to win out on the pistol. They're going to need the 3-0. First gun round, hoping that Optic force by in the second. 5-0 start, we might be onto something.
Wow, Morels didn't get a single kill.
That's rare.
On the T side.
Yeah.
Not a single kill. But I mean, we saw that one particular round, they had such trouble getting out of any of the choke points. And I feel like Optic, they just look like a far better prepared team.
Indeed.
They know what Virtus.Pro want to do before Virtus.Pro do it. And there hasn't really been an answer.
It's called in UKCS if you didn't get a frag. Going Slayer. Yeah.
I haven't heard that term that doesn't land in CSGO. No one says it. I keep trying to bring it.
It's a UKCS term, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure.
No, I think it was from another game. I thought it was from Quake, to be honest.
No.
Is it not?
No.
That's what I always thought it was from.
I heard it only in UKCS source.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know the origin of it. The etymology, I have no idea. Maybe we should find out. If you do know, maybe tweet me. Let me know your thoughts.
Yeah, that's not old reference. It's like 13 years ago.
Yeah, who could that be about?
All right, well, Neo will start things off well here for VP, trying to somewhat salvage their horrific situation. And not looking great here for Optic. They have got the bomb down. We know how important that is. And they make it into 3 versus 4. They've got some positioning now. Yuki needs to get something out of this forward spot. That's brilliant. Gets a dink, but can't finish it off. But maybe he's done enough to give a chance, but no. Now it's perhaps a snowball's chance in hell here for Nico. Ooh, but DPS does come in. I like that he's going to save the PT-50 in Kevlar here. That's kind of cool.
I'm even Googling it, Dan. It's not coming up.
Yeah.
I'll break this round down as well. Can do that as well. Inside push coming from Virtus.Pro. Optic Gaming, of course, were going for the inside push. Like the execution, very basic one. Smoke down low ramp, flash through. They get the bomb down. They didn't convert the frags. Neo managed to rail the first one, delay them on the plant. And of course, Optic just looking for that plant. So they'll buy up in the 3rd round. And you can see VP haven't... Oh, to be fair, they've got 2 M4s in the FAMAS. So I was about to say they haven't prepared correctly, but they actually have. It's fine. The Scout out there, a very popular weapon right now. And just P250s is trying to get a couple of kills. They know they're getting AKs next round. They're very good, the individual Angels, but so far so good. And Morales is off the mark, just a note, as he'll take down Config. And it'll be a 5 versus 3. This is a bit of a gimme round, but every kill they can get is incredibly valuable on the T side. Right, let me just continue my research.
Maybe check the enemy down forums.
That doesn't exist anymore, dude. There used to be so much gold on there.
It's a shame that they never had a history of like the teams you used to be on or something. I looked at my profile on there. It doesn't really have any information, which kind of sucks.
I never played an enemy down.
I played Dave Defeat on there mainly. I played a lot of Dave Defeat. 10-7, Optic Gaming with the 5 AKs. There's that lineup again that we saw from Virtus.Pro. Honestly, it's the first time I've seen that lineup and both teams doing it, so maybe every team has absorbed information from one source.
Absorbed.
Too much damage. AKs now, and 5 players. Make it 4 in the brown holes right now, but there's a 5th coming. Flash in. This is a very simple play. They're just going to flash over and send everyone down the lower ramp. Get stuck in. It's Neo defending with the MP5. He's got the incendiary, but they'll just push through that and take him down. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. A little bit late on the deployment of that. Would have been effective. He could have got down maybe 2 seconds before. But the bomb should be planted now. You'll struggle to even go for this if you're VP. Yeah, and that's going to fall back. Absolutely. And right call. Disciplined call. And the correct one.
Unlucky United yesterday.
Yeah, that was mad.
Yeah.
Let's all run into this sword.
Yeah.
Guys, have you heard of this kamikaze thing?
Yeah. Didn't really work out for
No.
them. So that's great. So VP just looking for exit kills now, but they actually... I was about to say, they're going to go in towards vending machine. That could be a nightmare, but they're actually going to T-spawn. That's fine. So just going to hold up there. Have a little meeting.
It's cabobulous, Henry.
Exactly.
Yes. We don't ever get to use that word anymore, James.
We're one united, constantly evolving organism, Dan.
That sounds really a bit too intimate for my liking. I'd rather just separate entities.
We don't repeat too much. We're just coming up with new stuff.
Cabobulous.
Cabobulous.
Do you know what it means, Henry?
I actually don't. I'm not going to pretend.
Doesn't really have a meaning.
Is it a word you made up? Or?
For me, it was just like that feeling that you get when you're about to cast a cobble game. That's what it describes.
Okay, so you don't get that much anymore then?
No.
Haven't experienced it.
We're lacking the Kabob.
Is there a map you guys hate casting the most? Like one you say, oh god, it's that?
Cobblestone.
No, obviously I mean now. For us, I like
show
to
matches.
Matt doesn't like casting nuke. I like it. It's just different.
I think if it's like your 5th Inferno in 2 days, then Inferno. Otherwise, probably nuke.
I think Mirage is the most boring to me, as it feels like the teams play the same strats, same approaches, like defaults. It's so tired.
It is, but I think that you can use that to explain a lot to people who don't really understand strategy.
Yeah.
Easy to understand. But here we are. Config looking for an entry in the main position. Meanwhile, there's a resmoke in Ivy. Is Cajun B brave enough to have a gamble? Is it the right decision? Well, with his team moving the bomb towards the B bomb site, a late lurk may pay off. However, Yugi is moving towards main, so maybe they will throw some grenades into B and head towards the A site if an opportunity presents itself to get a frag. We've got 3 people kind of around the IB position. KGB's picked off 1, so does that mean a B play? Trying to play against the rotation. Nico fails to get the entry on B, but a bomb is committing, and Snatch has been picked off in the meantime. They see another player high by connector, now the bomb's on the floor.
VP in a great spot here. 35 seconds. Yuki can make it happen if he can get this first kill. Snap comes in, and that is good. Now the next player is pretty weak here. And he doesn't have an AWP, so Yuki is absolutely on for this one. 25 seconds. Oh, there you go. I don't know if that was 4-3 or that was very close, even with 69. So unfortunately didn't spot that player. But fortunately for VP, they are back in this, with making it look very competitive at this point, and this is a big turning point. You reset your opponent. They'll have no money if they lose this round. So if VP can just secure this one, they will most likely tie up the game and have a good economic advantage to play with. So this is a big moment for them, and of course you want to survive with as many players as you can. Hello, there's a quick showing there. Double scope required. Oh, he actually connected that one. Lovely stuff from Snatchy.
He's decent, isn't he? 5-4 now. Snappy taken down. That's the in-game leader removed. He's actually top fragging, I believe, on 18. Not bad. Another great performance by him. Morale's brave to play in the Pop Dog room, but nails it. Convi gets a taste of his own medicine. 5-3 now. There's the wallbangs come through. Didn't connect. Yugi, lucky. Didn't take a dink there.
Very lucky indeed. Looking good for the time being for Virtus.Pro. 1 minute mark for Optic Gaming. Somebody's got to find 2 kills at the very least. Snatchy with one of the common angles of an AWP. Spools, oil. There are further trains as well. Does he go for a timing pick? Oh! Oh! I felt like he was going to click, but no. He will stand his ground. He's got Neo looking at the low ground. As you can see, some kind of creep going on. Will there be distraction elsewhere? Will there be a flashbang over the top gap into the site? Hello, and goodbye, Nico. Well, what else is going on? Indeed, the bomb is moving down the ramp.
This is so hard to fight out for Optic, isn't it? It's just, you can only do this if you just hit incredible shots, and they are surrounded, players from all over the place. KGB will get one, but there's 10 seconds to plant the bomb at this point, and he will go down.
I don't know how Pasha didn't see KGB there. He didn't even look at him at all.
Just doesn't care, does he?
I guess there was some kind of weird 4x3 angle where he moved beyond the wall just as Pasha could only see the wall or something.
Optic Gaming will have to take the eco here. We've got a game on our hands, boys. VP on the CT side. They're going to get double digits here, almost guaranteed. Can they close out the game, though? That's another question altogether. Snappy trying to set his teammates up and make a bit of a distraction towards outside. You can see it works. Snatchy's taking his vision away, but Mihu certainly hasn't. Can Snatchy pick up the pieces here? First shot was successful. Ooh, that's quick on the second. But this is actually quite good. Remember, this is a full eco round. They've got 2 kills and maybe a couple more. Yugi now has the AWP, the superstar Orpa, in position to maybe find a couple more. I don't think he can win it, but if he can cause financial damage here, that'd be great.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It was almost 1. It was almost 2.
Wow. That would have been so lit if we'd managed to get 2. Wow.
We are in America after all.
Indeed.
Lit, wicked, sick, and all his other things that they say out here.
Exactly.
Marvelous. What? That looks like it's on.
It looked like he moved before he shot.
Yeah. The tease.
Otherwise, that would just be like the most insane potential clutch. But it wasn't to be.
Oh, aggressive. I like this from VP. Getting assertive now.
Oh my god.
All right.
Got blown away. And this is such a big round. VP. Forward smoke. I like it when CTs do this. You know, if the T's looking for map control, you really delay things. You can take initiative away. Create space towards the front of the train yard. And Mihu, speaking of which, will hold things down towards that position, but he's unable to get a forward position towards T main, which I think would be really nice. Has Molotov'd it though, and maybe he can do that after all. Optic are moving towards B, and with that forward position of Mihu, they've got the information now to know that it should likely be a B play hit. There's a chance here for VP.
There's always a chance, Dan. But will it be realized? That's the question. Optic Gaming go towards inside. It's up to Passion now to nail this first shot. He does so. Nico to go down, but still so much work to be done. Neo put the pressure on him, and he lives up to it. Manages to deny the bomb going down, but there's Snappy fighting tooth and nail now. 40 seconds remaining. They need to try and get that plant in, and I know Neo is close by. Flashbang will do nothing for him, but it's the frag that really counts right now. Good backstab coming in as well. Mihu trying to win the round single-handedly if Neo can stay alive.
Neo just killed about 20 seconds by himself. That's really huge.
And they're going to go outside, are they?
So he's surely spotted the other one. I didn't know that he registered it, but he does get the kill onto Snappy. 15 seconds, just enough time there, running out with the bomb in hand, and the bomb will be
Go heaven.
set down.
Go heaven. Not going to do it. Here we go. 1 versus 1. This is a huge round. VP looking to tie things up. Optic looking to extend their lead. Cajun's got to smoke the flashbangs. And he's shortly spotted him. That's it. You can see the little booties. Dead. Well played. Good rotation.
Is that what you call them, Henry? Little booties?
The little booties, yeah. Cute little boots.
If you have a wetsuit, your boots are called booties. They're literally called booties. My boots are called booties.
Treasure is also called booty.
Yeah, there's also another.
It's not called booties, though.
No, but it's called booty.
That's a different word.
I guess if there's multiple treasure, then perhaps you could pluralize it to booties.
Yeah, going there.
No, it would be booty.
Why though?
If it was an animal, then you could say booties, because if you're referring to different species, like fish is the plural of fish, and it's just different types of fish, then it's fishes.
What about sheep?
Don't know. Don't mess around with sheep very much. What can I say? Spend more time in the sea than in Wales.
Or New Zealand?
Or New Zealand, good point, Dan.
Yeah.
Or any other places in sheep.
Well, quick push outside. Morel's got the number of config. And there's now no dial tone to be found. 3v5 here for Optic. This is a bit disastrous. Very fast plays, backfired.
It's actually looking like VP going to take the lead at this point. You're just joining us. It's the second map. We did have a Mirage to kick things off.
Told you they'd win a game.
Sorry?
Told you that they would win a game.
Well, don't speak too soon. This is much more competitive, I'll give you that. And they are going to take the lead. It was 16-4 to Optic on Mirage. We thought going to this one, Train would be a little bit more suited for VP. It's living up to our expectations, I'll say that much. 5 versus 3 now, as VP look to take the lead. They are playing very disciplined, no one giving anything away. They're dropping their utility the correct times. It's up to Cajun now. He needs to nail this first shot. I'm not sure if he spotted him there. Mihu just gets out of position, and he'll take Cajun down. That should guarantee the success of this round now, but can they do it cleanly?
I think Mihu must have seen his elbow there. Repositioning. Mihu loves himself an AK. Doesn't have an AK anymore, though. But Morel still has one. Oh, hit by the grenade, but not finished off by Morel's. Pasha will do the job. Charges forward to get an AK. There's one right there. Nope. Just shooting the glass instead. Okay. Could have picked up the AK, never mind. And who knows, maybe the AK would have made a difference in this round to come.
The fact that there's no bomb plant robs Optic of a buy round in this, well, like a AK buy rounds in this instance, which is kind of a big deal. So, in a really good shutdown from BP to just give themselves every possible chance to bring themselves all the way back into this one to try to steal away a map. And these rounds are very dangerous, especially if they get into that B-bomb site. You can gain ground very quickly. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
That's an interesting approach.
And that's a gun that can be collected without too much difficulty. Now, the Optic don't know if anybody's replaced that position, but... Oh, Cajun picked it up. So they've got a rifle now, as well as a man advantage.
How bizarre.
And there's a push from Mihu all the way through Mali, so they're going to work out that it will be a B play eventually, depending on how slow they are, these Optic players.
Imagine a HE bounced
Put the jam.
into the window.
There's jam, James, on the
There is jam all over the wall.
I
That's
hope
not
it's
apricot, though.
I hope it's not apricot, because that'd be a horrible waste.
Definitely
I bought
not
apricot
apricot
jam this morning. Had most
You
delightful
tagged me in
breakfast.
the photo, bro. I appreciate it.
I did.
It looked delicious.
I was like, I could bring this now. I'm gonna eat it.
I'm gonna buy some when I'm here. I'm here for like 20 more days. I'm gonna bring some to do my breakfast.
3
routine.
CTs in the B bomb site. Molotov spreading like a disease. Now there are 4. T's trying to get in, trying to get something done, but it is all being shut down by these CTs. Snappy now going down the ramp. He will be left. It's a festa of maggots.
You're liking the diseases and the maggots
Yeah,
and
It
the
just looks like
infections as
it
well.
just looks like some kind of sore or something.
We started with jam, we ended with maggots. So it was a full roller coaster.
I like to paint a picture.
Yeah, you did. You did a very good job.
When I used to fish with my friends, I'd go to a tackle store and just put my hand in a bucket of maggots.
Yeah, we used to do that as well. I used to live with all the country boys, and I didn't like that part of it. They used to love all that stuff. I used to like the fishing, but not touching the maggots or
Yeah,
anything like that.
I could never hook it. I'd use sweet corn instead.
Yeah,
What about the blueberries?
the catapults.
Oh, it's
Slingshots.
strictly for
I didn't fish with blueberries then.
slingshots.
Never caught a fish.
Well, very critical round here for Optic Gaming. They've gone with a slow approach. Playing a default, they've taken control of secret holes. I almost said squeaky then, I meant pop dog. As well as 2 players on alley. So they are really well set up here for the split. They just need to push the ground on alley. Perhaps Yuki takes the peek. Oh, that's beautiful. There's so much more than you can hope to get. Sometimes you would have expected the smoke to be forward to at least guarantee that positioning. But now Pasha has to draw his attention towards alley. That's going to open up the T-main and pop dog positions nicely here for Optic Gaming.
Cajun not shy to look for an entry. Standing in the smoke. Again, you wonder who will see whom on the radar. There are plenty of pop flashes for that position. There's a nice one where you hold both mouse buttons down from just behind the ladder. Just in front of the ladder, rather. You can see Nico from FaZe doing it on occasion. Anyway, 35 seconds left here for the 5 versus 4. Snatchy starting to flank. The CTs have the info, but can they hold?
Peek, double peek, in fact. Neo and Morels deal with config. That even sings up here, but now comes in the rest of the push at 20 seconds now to make it work. But these M4A1Ss, the silenced M4s are doing massive work as Cajun lurks around, undiscovered so far.
I think he spotted one as well. I think he got a bit of intel, but he's only got 10 seconds. He can't actually win the round unless... this has to be it. It has to swing round. There's only 1 kill remaining, and it's going to be Snatchy giving his position up. And will he be able to deny the plan? I'm not so sure. It's going to be incredibly close, trying to scare Cajun off. There's a chance here now. This is so close. Who will come out on top? It will calm down for a second, but Snatchy takes it down. Fantastic play by him. Great lurking towards the main entrance. The bomb planted. He's got plenty of time. Pick up the AWP and get 1 step closer to taking map number 2. That's kind of insane. I thought Cajun, with his fancy footwork there towards the second train, would have been enough, but it wasn't quite. And look at this. There's only 1 round on the board for Optic so far. That was the 3rd round force buy. That's all they've got.
Max loss bonus though, so with the bomb plant, it's $4,200. It's an instant full buy.
This is 4 versus 5.
Yeah.
Mirage has got 5 kills in 25 rounds.
Not bad.
That's crazy. So the fact that Virtus.Pro doing this well is pretty huge.
Big impact frags.
Yeah, definitely impact frags.
It's like in that show match, James.
I know. Captain Obvious.
Captain Toaster.
I found a picture.
I'd love to see it. Maybe we can get it to production. We can get it up.
My
you go to land with a toaster.
my clan logo from 2002.
Were you there with Loafman at all? Or?
No, I was not.
Captain Toaster and Loafman.
Loafman
That's a dangerous,
together.
that's a fiery combination.
The bread boys. The yeasty boys. That's what they'd be called.
Optic fighting to stave off match point.
I don't know why the diseases are coming into play.
3 smoke grenades and a hell of a lot of flashbangs here for Optic Gaming. Virtus.Pro answering back with HEs of their own that they were subjected to in the first half, but they will not be as successful. Please calm down, everyone.
Sorry, I'm breathing now. Hold on.
Minute marker, no one has taken any damage just yet. Optic Gaming is just waiting for these grenades to be used up.
Yeah, and we saw a similar pace in the previous round, but this time there's no pick with that AWP of Yuki. He's not even got an AWP. So we'll have to see if this will work out a bit better for them, being able to move more dynamically into the bomb site. And VP are playing proactively once again. That's beautiful. They did it in the previous round as well, just finding a great timing. And my goodness, Cajun B just caught with his pants down around his ankles. Pasha will take full advantage. And now just Snappy left.
Shut it down. He swiped his knife and probably gave his position away. And I don't know why people do that. Some people do it against the wall. It's like just conceding your position, making it easy for your team your opponent to eliminate you. So here we are. 15 rounds Virtus.Pro, plenty of cash. Snatchy with $12,500. Okay, Snatchy has plenty of cash. Neo and Morels don't really.
Yeah, 26 and 16. He's top fragging. Good to see.
Yeah, it was great.
I never doubted VP.
You didn't. I'll say that. They haven't won yet, though, Dan.
They're going to win this round. It's going to be over. Henry, you'll see.
All right.
Calling it.
Okay.
Although Optic, they have not found so much success on these outside pushes. They're going to have a different approach to Pop Dog to team main. See if it works out better for them. Mirage set up for a big impact frag. It's tense.
It really is.
Can you feel the tension?
I can. They've only got the MP5 on the T side. A scout. Flashes now. Deep breath, boys. Need to find these entries. Morels, though, he'll get one just about before he goes down. This could be it, Dan. You said this would be the last round. And Snatchy can't connect the dots just yet. 4 versus 3, though. Cajun B is low. Pasha going to smell the players on the other side. He pushes, and it's not going to work out for him. What a shot that is with the scouts. Is this it? 50 seconds remaining. Not close to the side just yet. It's Nico and Yugi that have to try and get that plant down.
They've got to take out Miku because with his position, they can't plant the bomb. And now Nico's alone. 1 versus 3. Missing the shot on the high ground, Neo on the low ground. 16-11, Virtus.Pro take the W. Almost 30 frags for Neo, finishing 27 for 16.
Wow. Only one T round won by...
That was the third round force buy. That was it.
And you have to, like, for a team of like Optic, who are usually great on T sides, that's going to be super frustrating.
Yeah, I can't really break that one down. VP just looked solid there. Snatchy dictating the pace. It was nice to see Virtus.Pro not just running defaults every time their CTs died. They were mixing things up. They were willing to take battles at the very start, sabotage the attempts of any sort of defaults of executions that Optic were presenting. It was nice to see that. It's one of the best I've seen them look this year, to be honest. That was actually quite impressive. So, Snappy, great efforts in the first half. They were doing a great job on their double orbs and stuff, but overall, it seems like VP have split the difference, and that's going to be a valuable win to pick up, Dan, because considering this is a big team in the league itself, Optic, pick up a win there is not too bad.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's, especially, you know, you hate to see when there's a team that has promise, and I think this, I mean, Snatchy and Morales, you know, new pickups to the team of VP, and it would be such a shame if they pick up that pace towards, you know, the end half of the season. That often tends to happen. So hopefully for them they can have a good start here, and this is definitely you know, going to go very far towards the makings of such a good start. And as you said, Optic also, I think Optic and VP could be somewhat similar in level in this tournament.
I love that game. That was actually a lot of fun. VP actually win.
It was pretty cool.
Who would have thought? Even with Morales, as we pointed out, getting what, like 5-6 frags.
Yeah, he got 6. One in the last round. 20% increase.
Do we have any stats for this one, guys? No stats. It's kind of hit or miss sometimes. You never know what you're going to get. I kind of have to guess, you know. So no stats, but Morales did get 6.
Henry,
yes.
This might be an era where VP actually really try in online games.
That's the thing. So not that I want to mention it too much, but in Pro League last season, they were just the whipping boys. They went like 0-20 or something like that. They were absolute bottom. They got relegated. They were removed for the second time. They'd already been relegated before. They were invited back in. They really do not perform well.
Come back, you guys.
Social media,
they really don't do
they
don't do a very good job in online CS in general. So it's good to see them actually looking like they're trying. That sounds such a weird thing to say, but they actually look like they're coming in with a game plan and knowing how they can win games. I wasn't expecting much after Mirage, but fair play. It doesn't matter what the scoreline is in the first map. If you can stay strong, have that mental fortitude to win the second, that is fantastic. That was a lot of fun. That's European done for now. And here are the tables for you. This is what we look like right now in the European division. Astralis still at the top of their 2 wins, the only team to get 2 wins so far. Optic with 3. LDLC, surprisingly, with a win under their belt as well. Mouse Sports a little bit unfortunate, not going to pick up 2-0 for them. And we've got some great teams still to play. You see, we've got the likes of FaZe, G2, North as well, the new in-game leader, and Fnatic with a new squad as well. So lots of great games to come, but that's all for the European sector today. Gentlemen, it's been a lot of fun. We still have North American to come.
Yes, we do. And
that's going to be 4 games played, not just the 2 like we had here.
Yeah,
so,
hour and 15 minutes.
Sorry?
Hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and 15 minutes. It's going to be Luminosity Rogue.
Sounds good.
Liquid and who, sorry? ASIO. We haven't seen ASIO yet. That's going to be the new team coming up. So make sure you come back for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. About hour and 15 minutes, guys. Do not go anywhere. Get your snacks and be back here soon.
So James, just got an email from FACEIT headquarters, and apparently there's loads of new merchandise from ECS, and they want us to make a promotional video.
Not about that life, Dan. I'm made of sterner stuff. You know, it's not all about getting paid. I think that's really sad.